Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chickadee Mountain Homestead, where we reuse, recycle, and make do. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I'd bring you guys out today. It's April 13th, 2025, and we have been working on putting my green stalks back together and putting dirt in them so I can get ready to plant in them. And we have decided to add a pretty little pond to the front of the garden here. I'm going to spin you guys around and show you. So as you can see here, Eric's already gotten started on digging the hole for the pond. And we are using this Rubbermaid. It's a water trough for like horses or cows. And Eric found it at the dump several years ago, and it's just been kind of sitting in the yard. When I decided to put this nice little garden over here on the side of our house, our potager garden, I also got to thinking the other day, well, why don't I just go ahead and make it a nice little area out here? And he brought these timbers here out of one of his clients' yards that he actually installed that years ago in another yard. And he brought it home, and I've been trying to decide what I wanted to do with it. And it just had a good idea that popped in my head the other day when I was out here weeding the garden, that we can use those timbers there to frame around this little area here where the pond's going to be. And I can make a nice little flower bed here. Eric's been working hard digging on the pond here. I'll bring you back once we've gotten a little bit more done to it. I can give you an update on the garden right quick, since it's been a while since I've done any kind of videos. But came in and weeded the garden real good the other day and cut the grass. Now these flowers here were turnips and kales that I have let go to seed because the bees are enjoying the flowers. It won't be long I'll till that stuff under. But I still have some kohlrabi and stuff growing out here, and some garlic, carrots, and leeks. I let a few of my kohlrabi go to seed there for the same reason. I would like to save the seed, and the bees are enjoying the blooms. And then that back bed there's some kale back there. But everything's just kind of at a standstill right now. I've gotten my seeds started. But I've gotten all my seeds started for this year. I've gotten my tomatoes. I've gotten my peppers. I've gotten my squashes and everything in the greenhouse started. Everything's coming up so far except for my peppers, but it's only been right at a week since I've gotten mine started. I was kind of behind this year, but everything's moving along. Everything's going good. Eric and I just enjoying life, and went on an anniversary trip to Merle's Inlet a couple weeks ago, and I'll bring you back when we're a little further on the pond. Well, we finally got the hole dug and got the pond set in there, and I think Eric's going to turn it into a bathtub instead of a pond.
Yeah, outside bath. Put some jets in here.
That's a pretty good amount of dirt over there that come out of this hole. Took us a couple times to get it situated, but we finally got it in there. Is it level? No.
Yeah.
No. Is it high or low?
It's level this way. High on this side.
How are we gonna fix that?
Stomp on it.
Oh, you'll bust it. Is it level that way? Is it level that way?
That's what I'm saying.
High on the front.
High on this side. level.
What'd you do? Just cocked it up?
Just rocked it in the hole.
But is that gonna stay like that?
Yeah, you back well.
Is it level on the side now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Level.
but I had to kind of shove some dirt down in them cracks there.
Well, you get none in there. Tight.
It's kind of setting up on the ground there. So, you ain't gonna get no dirt in there.
No. But I don't know how you're gonna go nowhere neither. Backfill that dirt back around it.
Or just smooth it out on the top around it.
I'm just gonna back it up to it. All the way around.
Okay.
Still running.
Huh?
The camera's still running.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with the dirt in the wheelbarrow?
Need it here.
Hmm?
I might need it here. I don't know.
Moving levels. Got dirt down in it. Some going down in there.
Yeah.
Oh, none in it. You got another shovel?
I want it.
Huh?
I want it.
We ain't got another one like that. We got that heavy one I can't use.
Got that short one in the back.
Oh no. They're all doing that big one. And now he's just taking the dirt and just kind of backfilling around the back side of it. We're not going to mound the dirt all the way up to the lip of it because we wanted it to have not be level with the ground. We wanted some of it to be up out of the ground.
Yeah, so we'll come up to about there and taper down so we can put some plants around, taller stuff on the backside, shorter stuff, and a little pathway to come in to get to it and maintain it. And this will keep the I have seen ponds where they build up on the backside to plant plants to give you a backdrop, but what happens there is when it rains, all that mud and dirt goes into your pond, so we don't want that to happen. You don't want a little hole back up after we done dug it.
No. I already have a small little pond up near my flower bed up there. It's just made out of kiddie pools. I have some aquatic plants up there, and our ducks, they free range the yard. And now that it's mating season, Penelope and Dewey have been going up there in those little pools up there, and he's been doing his business inside my little pool there. And just them rooting around in that one pool that I had the aquatic plants in, they've pretty much almost killed all of them out. So there's about 4 up there that I am hoping to save. And once we get this done and set up, I'm planning on putting those in here on the back side of the pond, so that way they'll be tall, so I'll be able to put them on the back side, and then probably a little lily pad in here, and then 1 or 2 other little plants just to make it pretty. Oh yeah, we eventually gonna put a permanent fence around this whole garden, but I got to order some more of this green fence that I have my potager garden in until we can afford to put a permanent fence. It'll be kind of costly of what I'm wanting to do, but it's something I've always wanted, kind of fence I've always wanted to do around my garden. And me and Eric don't plan on ever moving from here until the day they put our son spreads our ashes. So we're not moving from here, so we'll put the money into putting a nice fence up here. And then Eric came up with another good idea today while we were out here starting to work on it. He's gonna put a little sitting area right off the pond here, and we're gonna put some 4x4 posts in the ground, and then he wants to put up a solar shade out here so we can come out and sit by the pond, because I love to hear the water trickling at our old place in Pendleton, South Carolina. We used to have a pond out there that me and Eric had salvaged from his mom and dad's house, and we didn't really make it to where we could sit around it, but I definitely would go out there in the summer and sit on the back porch, because it was right off the back porch. So I'd sit out there and listen to the water, and I've always liked water features ever since I was real little. Anytime you take me somewhere that has water, I have to at least put my feet in it. So it's a relaxing thing that me and Eric can have out here to enjoy right outside our potager garden. And we want to eventually build some nice raised beds out here for my potager garden. So that's some hefty bills there that we're going to eventually have to fork out the money for, between the garden beds and then the fence we want to put around this, but it'll be worth it. But you can see that green fence I have around the potager garden. I'm going to get another roll of it. So that roll that's around that right now is 100 foot. I'm going to order another 100 foot. There'll be a little bit extra, but that'll be fine. But this garden is going to extend out another about 5 feet. But if you can see that wooden block right there, so from there up to almost where the wheelbarrow is, we have a stub in the ground up there, and we're going to bring this green fence over some more, and I could probably get 2 more in-ground beds right here, and I'll probably build another raised bed right here, and then I won't put anything past the end of where this raised bed is here, because once we get these timbers right here put around up here, this will be all flower bed and pond right here, and then the little sitting area kind of where on the other side of where Eric's at. So Eric figured that up. It was 3,700 and some odd 50 something square feet of a garden.
750 feet, what the calculator said.
So that's a good size potager garden. I kind of decided to put a garden here because this is where our septic tank leach fields are and our septic tank, and I didn't see the reason to just cut the grass over here and just it be grass, and we couldn't build on it, couldn't use it for anything else. So I had asked Eric if he minded if I turned it into a garden, and he said no. So, and this is right off the side of the house here, where once we get the porch added onto the house, we can just come right out to the garden here and to our little sitting area. That's a good sized garden. I got 3 long beds in there, a little bitty short raised bed, and a little bit longer raised bed over there, and then my green stalks and stuff. There's a good bit of food that can be grown in here. Almost looks like there's water already in there from here. Just the way the light's shining.
What I'm doing is kind of tamping the soil, but I'm not using a tamper like you normally would. Normally you just pick it up and drop it. But because this is on a grade, what I decided to do is put my foot on it in the square there, and I'm rocking it.
Come around here and demonstrate it.
And I'm using my body weight to flatten the soil down, because as you get close to a form like that pool, if you have one of the ones that you buy that are thin plastic, and you go to tamp, well, you're gonna, as you tamp around it, you're gonna squeeze that pool inside. But by doing this, I'm putting down forward and not in forward. And that helps me, because I've got you may not be able to see it, but I got a rolling grade.
You can see it.
And if you just start bamming on it, you're going to flatten that grade to just a flat grade, not a rolling grade.
Paisley, no ma'am.
I guess this would be just a less aggressive way to firm your soil up, tap it in. That way you can rock it grade and control your pressure.
Hoping the chickens don't come dig it up.
Yeah.
I need to get all them chickens up.
thing we'll probably put
The border.
yeah, we'll fix the border. And I'll probably, where those borders are sitting, add some more dirt, finish that grade slope, put some kind of temporary ground cover and probably a bale or two of pine straw, just until we get our plants in. And that'll be it.
And then put the water in it.
Oh yeah.
And then I want to put my aquatic plants in there and a couple little fishies.
Yeah. One thing that's neat about these in particular is it's got a staggered step down. Can you see in it? Now these got a staggered step down, so you can actually, I've got these. People always give me stuff, clients and other people, they pass their junk off, but this is a...
But it ain't junk, it turns into stuff we use.
Yep. Just like the motto, recycle, reuse, and make do.
Yep.
But this is the composite decking boards, is what this is. So it's plastic basically. It's the same thing as the trough is made out of. So I can cut this down to size, and that'll set just on that lip there. And different aquatic plants that require to be at different depths in the water level. And that'll allow you to stagger your plants at different water levels, because this goes around, and if you know, with a jigsaw you can cut the round, because that shelf runs all the way around. So you can stagger your plants, put one on deep on one side, one shallow in the middle, and one shallow over there, and still have plenty of flow. If you got fish in it, they can get around in it. These won't never rot. They won't take a whole lot of weight, but most aquatic plants, you're planting this plastic basket, and they don't require a lot of dirt like your normal dirt plants. So they don't weigh much, and you usually put a little rock in them to keep them in place. And you could also, say if you had a big pond and you had ducks getting in it, you could screw those baskets down to these boards. And you could also use, if you were scared that these boards were going to shift, a way to attach them semi-permanent to the size of these after you cut them in length. You can use marine goop or E6000, products like that that'll be semi-permanent, so you could, before
any marine product.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend an epoxy, a two-part epoxy like JB Weld, because that's going to be permanent. Could be toxic. I know the marine goop, and one other one is food safe, so it wouldn't bother any fish or livestock that, you know, ducks that was drinking out of it. That would be a way to attach those boards. These boards, if you go buy them, they're expensive, but you can get them in like 6 foot length. So one board, you can make 2 plant shelves for a pond this size. I got a whole stack. You probably could look on Marketplace or something like that and find people selling these used, because they did a deck project, and this is just the leftover that they cut it off. So that'd be another place to look to get it cheap.
Alright. Guys, I'm going to end this video here today. When we work on it again, I'll bring you guys back. I don't want to make this one long whole video because it'll wind up being too long. So I'll bring you back when we start back working on it. And definitely we'll bring you back as we get the water in it and we get the plants planted around it. and we get the fish in it and all that good stuff. I think it's going to be a really nice addition to the garden here. What are you doing?
I was thinking come fall, that'd be a good bottom for apple bin.
I don't think so. But we appreciate you guys coming along and watching our videos and sticking around. I think we still have 121 subscribers, so thank you for sticking around for the long haul. I know we haven't really done a whole lot of videos lately. It's been kind of busy at school, and it's been cold, and but we're starting to get back out and do some projects and stuff. We've done a few projects here and there, but it wasn't really anything that needed to be videoed. But we'll bring you guys back when we work on this, or as I'm getting their garden ready. When I get everything planted, I'll do a garden tour. But as always, guys, we appreciate you coming along, and please like, share, and subscribe. That helps us grow our channel. And we'll see you on the next video. But we appreciate it, guys, and thank you for watching.
Y'all have a good week.
Yep.
And season's getting warmer, so we'll be having more projects.
I told him that.
Yep. What she said.
I told him we hadn't done a whole lot.
No.
As far as we did a few small projects, but we're getting into some bigger projects, and we'll bring them along for the ride. But I hope you enjoy your week and be blessed, and always recycle, reuse, and
Make do.
make do. Bye, guys.
Bye.